Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are fine and doing well in your studies. So let's continue with our 8th chapter of grammar, that is articles. So before we start with our topic, let's recapitulate whatever we have learned till now. So we started our chapter with the definition of articles. What is articles? I explained you the meaning of article. After that, I told there are mainly two types of articles. One is indefinite article and the other is definite article. So, indefinite article is again divided into two types, and these two types are a and an. So, we use a where the consonant sound comes, where the word gives a consonant sound, where it starts with the consonant sound, there we use the article a. And we use an with those words where when we speak the word we get the sound of a vowel. Even the word starts with a consonant or a vowel, if we get the sound of a vowel, we use an. After that, the second type of article is definite article. So, definite article is the. Okay, we are having the definite article the. After that, I told you several uses of the, where to use the, and in these uses, the most important use is that we use the with those things which is known to both listener as well as the speaker. In such cases we use the. So then after completing the explanation of a and the, we started with zero article or no article. That means the cases where we need not to use any article. So till now I told you about the 4 cases. Now today we are going to start with our 5th case. So the 5th case is no article is used before people's name. So we don't use any article before a person's name, before a proper noun, and especially before a person's name. So let's take some examples to understand it well. I am saying Rani, I am saying Rahul, and Ravi, Arpit, Deepti. So I am not using any article here before these names, before taking these names. So I am writing one example here to understand it well. So the example is Rani is an intelligent girl. Rani is an intelligent girl. So here we can see that I have written the name Rani. So before writing Rani, I have not used any article here. So this sentence is correct. But if I write a Rani or the Rani, then the sentence will be wrong. So always remember that before writing the name of a person, we don't use any article. So let's take one more example here. The example is he is Anil. So here again we can see that I have written the name of a person here, and the person name is Anil. And before writing the name, I have not used any article here. That means I have directly written the name without using any article here. So one exception is there. So what is the exception? That it is possible to use the. What I said? It is possible to use the with people's name when there are many people of the same name and we are referring to just one of them. So let's take the same example here. I said he is Anil. Suppose there are so many people with the same name Anil. And I want to tell you about one person. I want to refer only one Anil. So if I want to refer only one Anil, then I will say, so let's take one more example here to understand it. I have written here, he is Anil. Now I will say, this is the Anil I told you about. This is the Anil I told you about. So here you can see that before writing Anil, I use the article the. Why? Because I just want to refer to that particular Anil about whom I am talking here. So that's why I used the here. So always remember, when there are so many people with the same name, so to refer the specific person, to refer just one person, we use the. Next is, we don't use articles with sports, games and academic subjects. So this is our last case, the sixth case, that we don't use articles with sports, games and academic subjects. So whenever we write about any sports or games or about any academic subject, we don't use any article. So again we'll take some examples here. So one example is Roger is good at tennis. Roger is good at tennis. So tennis is the name of a game. So as it is the name of a game, so before writing tennis, I have not used any article here. Okay. So one more example we can take with the academic subjects here. So the example is, I like physics. I like physics but not chemistry. I like physics but not chemistry. So here again you can see that I have not used any article before writing the subject names of physics and chemistry. Our next topic is articles in fixed expressions. So there are some common fixed expressions that contains articles. So let's talk about these fixed expression. I have written some examples here. The first one is, all the milk has turned sour. So we can see here that before milk I have used article the. Next is, both the carpenters were absent. Again before carpenters we have used article the. Get me a few paper clips please. Here before few we have written the article a. Next is, a lot of water was wasted by the boys. Again here we can see we have used article a before lot of water. Next is, what a thrilling film. Here we have written article a before thrilling. Next, the last one is, the song was such a great hit. So here before great we have written the article a. So these are the common expressions we use in our daily life. So before these common expressions we use the articles, and I have given you some examples here. The second case of articles in fixed expression are, there are some common fixed expressions that do not contain articles. So I have written some examples here that do not contain articles. So these examples are just like by car, by train, by air, on foot, on holiday, at school, at work, in prison, in bed, on leave. So there are so many expressions there that do not contain articles. So let's take two examples here to understand about it. So one example I am taking on at school. Okay. So I met her at school. Okay, this is our first example. I met her at school. So here we can see that before writing at school, we have not used any article. Let us take one more example here. Example is she is on leave. So here again we can see that before writing on leave, we have not used any article here. So this was our last topic, and I think you have learned a lot about articles, and this chapter is clear to everybody. So thank you and have a nice day.